Hi guys, we're Yorkshiremen in the US of A. I'm just going to give you a quick video because a lot of you have been asking about getting your green card or working over in the USA, driving trucks. So I'll let you look at this scenery because that's better than looking at my mug, innit? Right, what you're going to need to do is getting your green card, unless you're married to an American. It's probably very slim now, getting over here. So your other option is to either get on the harvest, apply for the harvest, and everything's done for you then. If you apply for one of the agencies, they'll put you on the harvest work. So you probably get 8 months out of that. And but you won't do coast to coast on that. Don't think you'll do coast to coast, you won't. And you won't get paid a fortune, but you will get an insight into driving over here, and they'll sort everything out for you, put you through your test, everything like that, all the lot. Or your other option, and I think this is the best one if you want to do coast to coast, is try and apply yourself for a temporary work authorization, a temporary work visa. And the way I've heard you can do, you can't see a thing, can you? The way I've heard to do this is come across here, bring all your paperwork across, get all your shit together, everything, your test, your HGV, any letters from ex-bosses, anything like that, what you've done, where you've been, if you've done international, all that shit, and bring it all with you. Go on a road trip or something like that. Find out which state you want to live in first as well. You know, you don't want to just jump across here and bang into the first state possible. Look to where there's a lot of transport coming in and out, so you've got plenty of job options. You know, people all want to live down the Keys, down the south of Florida or somewhere hot like that, and nice, it would be lovely, but you ain't got a lot of transport coming in and out, where you've got a lot going in but not a lot coming out. So widen your options, look at the different places, Seattle, LA, East Coast, I don't know, Georgia, somewhere like that. Look at what it's like round that area as well. And another thing, look into and do your research of, that's pretty, isn't it? Do your research into how long the application waiting time is. I know in Washington State now for your green card it's up to 4 years. I just got mine in time, so that's a long waiting process. But for a temporary work visa, I know the background check and all things like that aren't as severe, so you probably won't wait as long. But just look into it, because all 52 states work differently. So you need to do a bit of background research and things like that. Plus, remember, you've got to do your car test. You've got to do your car test, and you've got to do your HGV and your CDL, it is called out here. So when you're over here, there's a book you have to study to pass the CDL. There's 4 written tests. I did my my triple trailers, my chemicals, all a lot in one go. So get this book, read it. You ain't going to pass if you haven't read it. I didn't read the book, I failed. I read the book, I passed. Simple as that. You've got to answer the questions as they want to hear them. Some of the questions are shit, you know what I mean? You'll look at them and think, well, that isn't right. But this is the same the world over. But if you don't answer it the way they want to hear it, you ain't going to pass. So it's simple as, let them hear what they want to hear. Then there's, so that's it. When you go to the companies, get them to write you a letter. Everybody wants drivers out here. There's fucking massive vacancies for drivers. It's worse in Europe and England. So get them to write you a letter of invitation. You need a sponsor. If you can get a sponsor over here, a letter of invitation to say that, look at that eagle up there. I don't know if you saw that. Get that letter. That's a massive bonus. That's your gate. That's your golden ticket. If you can get that letter, you're halfway there. Then go back home. You're probably better off getting a immigration solicitor. Looking for an immigration solicitor. I've heard say that'll probably cost you about £500, and it'll be £500, I think, well spent to shuffle your paperwork, put it all in for you, and sort your shit out. He'll send all that in and stuff like that. So as long as you've got this guaranteed job over here, I can't see why you won't get a temporary work authorization. Like I said before, the green card at the moment is basically, it's closed doors. Or you still have another option, Canada. Now, I don't know too much about Canada, but what I've heard say, I think you probably would have more chance of getting into Canada if you try for that. For God's sake, they've still got the Queen's head on their notes, on the money and stuff like that. And if you're going to Canada, you'll be getting paid the same as what we get paid down here. And you'll be running England. You can be running England. No, you won't be running England. You can be running all the states as well. So it swings and roundabouts. You know what I mean? Canada's a nice place. Just a bit cool. So I think that basically that's covered it all. Don't come out. Here's another one. Do not come out. Can you see the little rim there? This camera's poo. I need a different camera. I think it's. Don't think of coming out at November, December. Choose your month you're going to come out and start working. You don't want to be coming into the bang of winter. Come out just after winter or something like that. I started end of February and I did California for a month before I started coming over east side. So I just missed the winter last year. I just got the tail end of it. Now I've been in the thick of it. It is a big eye opener. I've driven in a lot of countries, man. A lot of countries, 10 years, 15 years or so, international, and I've never witnessed weather as harsh as it is out here. It can be evil. The temperatures can drop, and it can be scary. You can't think I'm going to park up and the road's going to be clear in the morning. It isn't. The roads is going to be just as frigging bad the next day for the next 3 months, so you've just got to get on with it. So you'd be better off coming out just after winter. Get a feel for the place, backwards and forwards, backwards, bing bang, have a good 6, 7, 8 months driven. Then you've got a feel for the mountains, the mountain passes and that. The mountain passes aren't that severe. I don't want to scaremonger anybody. I've seen where's the IP5 Portugal, Mont Blanc, how as it used to be, single track and shit like that. What with the new trucks with the Intardas and electric brakes and stuff, if you know how to drive, you ain't going to have a problem. You've got to take it steady because temperatures drop super low and you've got slippy roads. You just got to get on. So bear that in mind. As well, bear in mind, you're going to drive for long hours if you want to make some money. Not everybody wants to drive as many hours as well. I chase the money and I chase the miles. But you're going to have to do at least 500 a day, I'd say, for a company. Otherwise, you ain't going to be worth a toss to anybody if you aren't doing 500 a day. And that's every day. It's not just a couple of days and then, to get from one side to the other, to get to Florida, for example, from where I live, right at the top west side, to get to Florida, down to the Keys and back, that's 7,000 miles. 7,000 miles, I can do that now if I leave on a Wednesday, I can be back realistically, I can do it in 13 days. You can do it in a bit less, but that's with having a couple of days off down in Florida, waiting for me reload and stuff. So just bear in mind, it's a long old route, but you haven't got the traffic as well. Look at that now. I've done coming up to 5,000 miles, and I'm on average speed of 60 mile an hour. So that shows you. Now there you go. I think I've covered a lot of it, and I hope that helps a few people out. And good luck. If you need any pointers, just don't hesitate to give me a call. Bye bye.